In recent years, I've seen more and more people claiming that Eve was not the first woman, that before her there was another figure, a shadowy presence in ancient traditions, named Lilith. Some comments even say stop misleading people. Eve isn't in the Qur'an. Lilith was Adam's first wife. But who is this Lilith? Where does this belief come from? And why has she remained one of the most disturbing symbols in the human imagination for thousands of years? Tonight, we're going to dig deep into this dark mystery. From ancient scrolls hidden in desert caves to royal families in modern Europe, from feminist movements to occult rituals, Lilith has been reinterpreted again and again. By the end of this journey, you may be shocked to see how her legend still influences the world around us. Let us begin. In the shadows of ancient nights, people whispered her name with fear. Lilith, a figure associated with storms, with death, with rebellion. For some, she was the first woman created before Eve, who refused to submit. For others, she was not a woman at all, but a demon who preyed upon mothers and infants. Why does her story matter? Because whether you believe in her existence or not, Lilith became a symbol of resistance against authority, a symbol of female power feared by patriarchal societies, and a warning of chaos breaking into the order of creation. Now here's where it gets stranger. Researchers point out that even in modern times, her name surfaces in unexpected places. For example, within Britain's royal family, Queen Elizabeth II was affectionately called Lilibet. As a child, to most it was just a sweet nickname. But some esoteric writers claim the word carries echoes of Lilith, coincidence, or a quiet reference to an ancient archetype of forbidden feminine power. Even more curious, in 2021, when Prince Harry and Meghan named their daughter Lilibet, Diana newspapers like the New York Times published headlines pairing the names Lilith, Lilibet, and Lucifer Imagine that three words tied together, stirring up an avalanche of speculation. But where does the legend truly begin? To answer that, we must go back thousands of years to the Jewish scriptures and traditions surrounding Genesis. In the book of Genesis, there are two different creation accounts. In one, God creates man and woman together, at the same time, from the dust of the earth. But in another, Eve is fashioned later, from Adam's rib. This difference created centuries of debate, and Jewish folklore filled the gap by introducing Lilith. She was said to be the woman created at the same time as Adam, but made from impure clay. Unlike Eve, Lilith refused to obey. I will not lie beneath you, she is said to have told Adam. I was created equal, from the same earth. I am not below you. With these words, she walked out of Eden. She left Adam alone, and according to the legend, she never came back. Instead, Lilith turned to the wilderness, where she joined with dark spirits and, some say, with the fallen angel Lucifer himself. From this union came monstrous offspring, described as demons and giants who would haunt humanity. Jewish mystic texts like the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Babylonian bowls of incantation show just how seriously this figure was feared. Archaeologists have found pottery inscribed with spells to ward Lilith away. Some even carried what looked like divorce contracts, written to banish her from households, and always the same warning appeared. Stay away, Lilith. Do not harm this family. In the ancient imagination, Lilith became a hunter of children and a tormentor of women in childbirth. To protect against her, families hung amulets, tied red strings, and carved symbols over cradles. If this sounds familiar, it should. Across cultures, we find echoes of this same fear. In Anatolia and Central Asia, people spoke of the Red Woman, a demonic figure who attacked mothers and newborns. In Turkey, she is remembered as Al Karısı or Al Bastı. Mothers were told never to be left alone in the first 40 days after birth, or the spirit might strike. The rituals of red ribbons and protective knives placed at the bedside are all shadows of the same myth and echo of Lilith's curse. But her story does not end there. Some Jewish mystical traditions went further, claiming that Lilith's children became the cursed bloodline of Cain, while Eve's children carried the true human legacy through Abel and Seth. In these interpretations, the first murder was not just about jealousy, was the collision of two different lineages, the children of light and the children of darkness. This belief that humanity is divided into two lineages fueled dangerous ideas about chosen people and outsiders. In Kabbalistic writings, Lilith's descendants symbolized chaos, lust, and death, while Eve's was seen as the line of purity. Such dualism shaped centuries of mystical and political thought. But now, let us pause. What does Islam say? In the Quran, there is no mention of Lilith. The Islamic tradition is clear. Adam and Eve were the first human pair, created by God, and Eve was his spouse. The notion of Adam having another wife before her is not part of Islamic belief. As the Quran states, O mankind, fear your Lord, who created you from a single soul, and created from it its mate. Surah An-Nisa 4:1. There is no division of humanity into different bloodlines of demons and humans. There is only one human family, descended from Adam and Eve. The only distinction in Islam is not race, not lineage, but *taqwa, *piety, reverence for God. Yet even if Lilith is not part of Islamic theology, her myth cannot be ignored. It seeped into cultures, rituals, and fears around the world. From Jewish incantations to European occult societies, from feminist reinterpretations to pop culture, she became a universal symbol of rebellion and danger. And perhaps that is why she still haunts us today. Because Lilith is not just about the past, she embodies an idea that humanity has always struggled with: the temptation of chaos, the fear of the unknown, and the eternal clash between submission and defiance. So when someone claims that Eve was not the first woman, that Adam had another wife, remember this: in Islam there was no Lilith, only Adam and Eve, but in the collective memory of humanity, Lilith lingers as a shadow, a warning, and a riddle that refuses to die. And so, the question remains, is Lilith just a myth, or is she the echo of something darker, something that still stalks the night?